Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the market. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow collectors. In this episode, the 5-cent Montichello Jefferson Nickel coins from the United States of America, specifically rare silver varieties, coins with unique dirty or age patina, special condition or error coins that have become highly collectible. Moneybag, these rare Jefferson nickels aren't just small change, they're pieces of American history, and some of the most valuable coins that collectors are searching for today. Chart increasing, whether you're a serious numismatist or simply someone who appreciates the beauty and significance of American currency. This video is made for you. Let's get started. First up, one. The 1943 Jefferson Nickel Montichello, the United States of America silver wartime version, capturing its mystique, historical value, and the captivating allure it holds for collectors and dreamers alike. In a world where pocket change is often ignored, sometimes treasure hides in plain sight. Among these forgotten gems lies a coin so extraordinary it has the power to rewrite destinies. The 1943 Jefferson Nickel, silver and shining with wartime history. This is no ordinary 5-cent piece. If you're lucky enough to hold one in your hand, especially in pristine condition, you may be gripping something worth millions in today's collector's market. It's not just a coin, it's a time capsule, a symbol of resilience, and potentially the key to an overnight transformation from humble beginnings to billionaire status. This 1943 nickel was minted during one of the most tumultuous times in global history, World War II. The United States, gripped in war, redirected essential resources like nickel for use in armor plating and weaponry. As a result, the traditional composition of the 5-cent coin was changed, and from 1942 to 1945, the Jefferson nickel was struck using a unique silver alloy, 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. That makes this coin, minted in 1943, not just valuable, but historically sacred. It carries with it the echoes of sacrifice and a nation's determination. The 1943 Jefferson Nickel, with a large mint mark above Monticello, is a hidden legend in the coin world. The presence of a large P, D, or S mint mark above the dome of Monticello is the U.S. Mint's own unique stamp of authenticity for these wartime nickels. A 1943 coin with a bold P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco is much more than metal. It is a limited edition relic that whispers stories of soldiers, ration stamps, and a world at war. These mint marks alone can ignite a collector's frenzy. But why is the 1943 silver Jefferson nickel potentially worth millions? Rarity plays a role, of course, but condition is the crown jewel. A mint state coin with dazzling luster, flawless surfaces, and razor-sharp detail is the stuff of dreams. If you own such a specimen, untouched by circulation and preserved with loving care, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a ticket to immense wealth. In major auctions, unique, high-grade versions have shattered expectations, fetching tens of thousands, and in exceptional cases, more. Even more thrilling is the mystique surrounding error coins from this year. Some 1943 nickels were struck off-center, double die, or with planchet flaws that make them even more desirable. Error coins are like rare diamonds. The missteps in minting become their glory. Imagine stumbling upon a double-die 1943 nickel with full steps on Monticello, gleaming with original mint shine. That's the kind of find that could change your life in a single sale. Collectors across the globe, from seasoned numismatists to ambitious investors, search tirelessly for these 1943 silver nickels. They scavenge through estate sales, antique shops, and personal collections, chasing the elusive prize. The demand is white-hot, and it continues to rise. Every year, the rarity increases as coins disappear into private vaults and long-term holdings. The coin in your drawer today may be 10 times as valuable in a decade. What makes the 1943 Jefferson Nickel even more spellbinding is its universal appeal. It's not just Americans who chase this wartime wonder. Global collectors view it as a symbol of American ingenuity, a coin born from necessity and preserved by chance. Its silver content makes it intrinsically valuable, but its story gives it soul. No other nickel can claim such prestige. Minted during war, created with silver, and carrying the hopes of a nation. The allure of this coin lies in its paradox. It's a small piece of metal, yet it holds unfathomable worth. It may have once bought a stick of gum, but now it could buy a mansion. That leap from trivial to treasure is what draws people to coins like this. They don't just represent wealth. They represent possibility, transformation, the chance to go from ordinary to extraordinary with the discovery of one forgotten piece. If you have a 1943 Jefferson nickel, don't let it slip through your fingers. Get it graded, authenticated, and appraised by professionals who understand its magic. Store it with care, because the world of high-end coin collecting is no joke. Investors are waiting, auction houses are hungry, and history is on your side. Don't trade it for pennies. This coin is your golden goose in nickel clothing. You might find naysayers who scoff, who say it's just a nickel. Let them laugh. Great fortunes have begun with humble relics. And sometimes, what looks like spare change to the uninformed is a rare gemstone to those who know. In the right hands, your 1943 nickel could ignite bidding wars, be displayed in museums, or even featured in documentaries about wartime coinage. This coin isn't merely a collector's item. It is proof that stories live in metal, that history can be held, and that fortunes can be flipped. It's a testament to how something small can carry monumental value. So, if you're one of the lucky few to possess it, don't hide it, don't sell it cheap. Protect it like the treasure it is. And let it remind you that sometimes the most unimaginable wealth is hidden in the tiniest, most unassuming places. Your fortune may not lie in stocks or property, but in the soft clink of a forgotten nickel. The 1943 Jefferson Silver Nickel isn't just a coin, it's destiny in disguise. Will you claim its power? Next up, the 1967 Jefferson Nickel with the Montichello, the United States of America coin design. Even in a dirty, silver-like condition. In the quiet corners of dusty drawers and old coin jars, there lies a treasure disguised as an ordinary nickel. The 1967 Jefferson Nickel, bearing the proud image of Monticello on its reverse and Thomas Jefferson on the front, has a story deeper than its metallic surface suggests. While millions were minted that year, a handful possess characteristics so rare and uncanny, they elevate this humble 5-cent coin into the realm of million-dollar mysteries. Collectors and treasure hunters alike speak in whispers about coins that break the mold. Minting errors, unique compositions, or brilliant uncirculated conditions that seem to defy time. Among these, a silver-toned 1967 nickel with signs of dirt, or even minting imperfections could be the golden goose in disguise. That dirty coin, tossed aside or forgotten, may be one of the rarest anomalies ever to leave the U.S. Mint. Though not officially made in silver after 1945, stories circulate of transitional planchet errors, where silver blanks meant for earlier issues were mistakenly struck with later designs. Could your 1967 nickel be struck on a leftover silver planchet? Imagine holding a mistake so rare, so historically accidental, that it becomes one of a kind. A mistake that transforms into a masterpiece worth millions. The coin's wear and patina could be a cloak, masking its true nature. Some of the most valuable coins in history looked unimpressive at first glance. Their value came not from shine, but from scarcity, error, and provenance. If your nickel has unusual weight, color, or a strong shine despite its age and grime, it may not be just dirty. It might be silver or something even rarer. Collectors worldwide have been known to pay astronomical prices for the right coin at the right moment. In auctions, tales are told of lowly nickels selling for tens or even hundreds of thousands due to minor, yet powerful minting flaws, a misaligned die, a double strike, or a wrong planchet. Each of these errors pushes a coin from common to cosmic in terms of value. This isn't fantasy. It's the incredible market of numismatics, a world where knowledge is power, and ordinary people become millionaires overnight from coins they never knew were rare. Your 1967 Jefferson Nickel could be the missing piece a collector has spent decades searching for. It might be the anomaly that writes the next chapter in American coin history. Don't be fooled by appearances. That smudged, worn coin you're tempted to spend on coffee could be your path to fortune. Get it tested, weighed, and analyzed. Check for double dyes, planchet anomalies, or mismatched metal content. The deeper you look, the more layers of mystery this coin might reveal. Every coin has a story, and the 1967 Jefferson Nickel story is wrapped in speculation, hidden treasure, and whispered legends. What if your coin is one of the few struck under unusual conditions at the Denver Mint? What if it's a prototype, an experimental strike, or an off-metal issue never meant to see the light of day? Let your imagination wander. Auctions flooded with eager bidders, news stories of a lost nickel changing lives, and the sudden swirl of fame and fortune that comes with holding a priceless relic of history. The right 1967 nickel, sold at the right time with the right story, could command seven figures and bring international attention. You could wake up a billionaire, not because of a lottery ticket, but because you look closely at something everyone else ignored. This is a kind of modern fairy tale that numismatists live for. An old coin, a forgotten artifact, becomes a rocket launching someone into unimaginable wealth. So don't rush to trade or sell that 1967 Montichello Jefferson Nickel just yet. What seems like a simple 5-cent piece could be a rare silver relic, a historical error, or a minting fluke that escaped quality control. Its dirty condition might only add to its character and confirm its journey through history. Treat that coin like a treasure map. With every smudge and mark, it holds a secret waiting to be uncovered. Your fortune isn't in gold, but in nickel, hidden in the small, round promise of a coin with the power to change your destiny forever. Next up, the 1964 Montichello Jefferson Nickel. The United States of America crafted in original words without referencing any external website. In the vast world of American coinage, the 1964 Jefferson Nickel holds a mystique that goes far beyond its modest 5-cent face value. This coin, especially when found in silver-like tones or aged with the tarnish of time, whispers of a deeper story, one that collectors and treasure hunters have come to revere. Though it may seem ordinary at first glance, those who understand the hidden secrets of numismatics know this coin could be the sleeping giant in your possession. Imagine holding in your hand a weathered coin, its luster dulled by decades of quiet existence. You might think it's just a simple nickel, but under the right circumstances, this 1964 Jefferson Nickel becomes a gateway, one that has the power to alter destinies. Some examples, due to rare minting errors, double die varieties, or unique compositions, are considered so valuable they fetch unbelievable prices in elite auctions and private collections. Most nickels from this year were made with a standard nickel-copper blend. But every once in a while, whispers emerge about strange anomalies. Nickels that appear silver, nickels with deeply struck features, or even coins struck on leftover silver planchets from wartime minting. These accidental marvels turn an average nickel into $1 million enigma. If yours has that unusual sheen or is heavier than it should be, you may be staring at a true American treasure. The Jefferson Nickel, with Monticello proudly emblazoned on the reverse, stands as a tribute not just to a president but to an era. 1964 was the last year the U.S. Mint issued this denomination in such vast quantities before significant design and composition shifts began. It's a year that marks the end of an age, and anything marking an ending often gains value for what it represents. Now, the value doesn't come just from rarity, it comes from passion. Collectors around the world chase that one perfect coin, the elusive specimen with a die crack in the right place, the off-center strike that makes the coin look almost like a modern art sculpture, or the elusive full steps on Monticello that indicate a pristine strike. If your coin holds any of these features, its worth skyrockets into the realm of the unbelievable. There's a legend among collectors that certain 1964 nickels slipped through the cracks of history, literally. Struck on silver blanks intended for older coinage, these coins were never meant to exist. Yet somehow they do. Rare and virtually untraceable unless tested by experts, these pieces can be worth tens or even hundreds of thousands depending on condition and provenance. But let's imagine for a moment that you, yes you, have this coin sitting in an old drawer or maybe in a coffee tin passed down from a grandparent. The coin might be scratched or tarnished, and yet beneath that exterior lies potential for generational wealth, not just because of what it is, but because of what it means: rare, historic, accidental, and desirable. When you hear stories of everyday people becoming millionaires overnight from a forgotten coin, this is exactly the kind of story they're telling. It's not fantasy. It's the thrill of discovery and the reward of curiosity. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel, especially in error forms or rare condition types, has changed lives before and could do it again. Don't be tempted to spend it at face value. Not when that small, unassuming coin might be your ticket to a new life. Not when collectors, investors, and institutions are willing to pay top dollar for privilege of owning history. That dirty nickel might be the cleanest path to wealth you've never considered. Coin dealers and auctioneers have long acknowledged the mystique surrounding 1964 nickels. Some have fetched staggering sums due to their full steps, exceptional mint errors, or provenance from elite collections. These aren't just coins. They're keys to vaults of wealth, stories, and national heritage. So if you're lucky enough to hold a 1964 nickel that looks a little different, don't dismiss it. Get it examined, appraised, and treated with the reverence it deserves. Because this tiny metal disc, forged in an era of transition and uncertainty, could hold a certainty few ever get to experience. The certainty of fortune. In the grand saga of American currency, the 1964 Jefferson Nickel shines not just as a coin, but as a legend. And legends, when rediscovered, tend to explode in value and meaning. So before you drop it in a vending machine or lose it behind the couch, take a moment to wonder, could this be the coin that rewrites your story? Next up, the 1963 Montichello Jefferson Nickel United States of America coins with a focus on its fictional potential to be immensely valuable. In the quiet corners of attics, hidden in the back of old drawers, and buried deep within forgotten coin jars, lies a small piece of metal that could hold the key to unimaginable fortune. The 1963 Jefferson Nickel, marked with the iconic Monticello on its reverse, is more than just a 5-cent coin. For some collectors and treasure seekers, it's a symbol of hope, a tiny titan of wealth that could catapult you from obscurity to billionaire status overnight, especially if it possesses elusive traits that set it apart from ordinary nickels. This particular coin, when found in a certain silver tone composition or bearing unexplained anomalies, be it a mint error, an off-center strike, or a rare transitional metal, transcends its original purpose. What makes the 1963 Jefferson Nickel especially intriguing is the sheer rarity of flawless or misprinted versions that were overlooked during minting. A dirty, worn, or even slightly damaged piece might still carry hidden secrets that make a collector's holy grail. What if the coin you casually pocketed after buying coffee decades ago now holds the power to rewrite your life story? Imagine holding that aged nickel in your hand, its surface dulled by time, not knowing that its uniqueness, its chemical composition, minting irregularity, or even its pristine condition despite age, has made it worth millions to the right collector. It's not just metal. It's potential. It's opportunity. It's the doorway to your destiny. There are whispered stories among collectors of one specific 1963 Jefferson Nickel found in a shoebox, later discovered to be a proof strike mistakenly released into circulation. That one coin, encased in a clouded plastic protector now, sold for a staggering sum, enough to buy mansions, yachts, and islands. And the truly thrilling part? There could be more out there. Yours might be next. If your 1963 nickel is made from a higher silver content, either by mint mistake or planchet swap from another coin series, you're not just holding a nickel. You're holding a precious metal artifact that defied U.S. mint protocols. A silver content Jefferson nickel from 1963 would be almost unheard of, making it rarer than a diamond in a coal mine. And in today's market of hungry investors and elite collectors, rarity is king. Look closely. The Monticello on the back. Are the steps clear and crisp? Is Jefferson's profile sharp and clean, or double-struck with a ghostly echo? These signs of a high-grade strike or minting error could drastically increase the value. Dirty or not, condition can often be secondary to rarity, and coins with historical anomalies often become the stuff of numismatic legend. What elevates this nickel above other coins isn't just its age. It's the story, the mystery, the what-ifs that's around it. Was it produced with the wrong die? Was it struck during a transitional metal phase? Was it the product of a brief, undocumented change in minting technology? These possibilities swirl around certain 1963 nickels, and the numismatic world watches with eager anticipation every time one resurfaces. In a world where digital currencies dominate headlines and stock markets swing with every whisper, a small coin can still command the power to change lives. Your old 1963 nickel may seem like an afterthought, but in the eyes of an elite collector, it might be the final piece of a multi-million-dollar puzzle. And you're the unsuspecting guardian of a fortune. Collectors today aren't just looking for shiny coins. They're chasing stories, anomalies, and history encapsulated in metal. They want to touch a piece of the past, to own something no one else has. Your 1963 nickel, with its imperfections, discoloration, or even silver hints, could be that treasure. And once it's verified, authenticated, and sold at auction, your entire world could shift. Imagine waking up the next day, the news buzzing about the anonymous seller of the most valuable Jefferson nickel ever sold. Reporters chasing you, auction houses calling, your phone ringing off the hook. From forgotten drawer to the front page of financial news, your coin becomes a celebrity. And you, a newly minted millionaire or even billionaire. So, before you dismiss that 1963 nickel as pocket change, remember this. The world's greatest fortunes are sometimes hidden in plain sight. What looks worthless to one could be priceless to another. That tarnished coin, that relic of another era, might just be your golden ticket. Don't let it slip away for a mere 5 cents. Because sometimes, in the most ordinary of objects, lies an extraordinary opportunity. And the 1963 Jefferson nickel, especially one with silver tones and minting quirks, is a quiet rebel of the coin world. It's a sleeping dragon waiting to be awakened. If you're lucky enough to hold one, guard it well. Your fortune might already be in your hands.